I would feel like I'm already almost winning, to be fair. He doesn't have gateways in the corner while you are already 200. Okay, I think that's the major problem in this game. That's impossible to play like that. Either save your CVs manually or just lift off the CC. We are Terran on 5 bases, but we are not mining from this base. Let's think about what was most important in this game. Hello guys, today we are gonna make a replay review of Kimura. So the Terran is Kimura and his opponent is 1600 Protoss, as he said. So in this game he said that the biggest problem for him was to navigating from the late game already, where he had 4 bases and after that he didn't really know how to proceed and how to win the game. I picked at the replay already. I didn't see all of it, but I picked at the time because he said the problematic moment starts from around 14 minutes. I picked at it and the game was completely winning at this point, so let's see what happened. Let's fast forward a little bit because not much is gonna go on for now. Okay, there is kind of a first error I see, because look at our timing of factory. This is very late. I believe you went for 12 gas, and this is happening because we didn't cancel this SCV. So we are making the factory on 17 out of 18 supply, which is non-standard. And this might get us into some trouble in some openings. So I would advise to just make factory on 16 every game. If you are going for 12 gas, of course. Okay, we are doing Ken Scout, so that's fine. Third Marine probably. Yep. Vulture and CC. Okay, what's going on with our bunker here? Because the point with the bunker, I mean, you want to start bunker as fast as you can, of course, after going for all the depots and mines and etc. Because you want to be active with Vulture on the map. Because there is no reason to stay with this Vulture over here. The Vulture should be already going down. The second Vulture should be going to the right side of the map to 3 o'clock, so 1 on 6, 1 on 3. We see this Nexus, so those mines are kind of wasted here. Especially because we have this turret coming. I don't think there is really anything that can hurt us right now. That we need those mines here. Because those mines can be used so much better. Like, basically putting them anywhere on the map, in random positions even, is probably better than having them there. Because they won't help you that much. Also, we don't need to use two vultures at once at the same expo. His natural expansion, third expansions, will be either on mineral only or 6 o'clock. So we should be covering those bases. And this vulture should stay here right now, looking for a probe, and only one of them should go to the 6 o'clock. So we're playing very defensively, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We have our +1. I don't recommend doing something like that. This is not good. Those tanks should be unsieged, or only ones should be sieged, but then you need to have some units over here. The reason is that, let's say the shuttle comes, he unloads Zealot, tank shots, then the River is unloaded, the Zealot is already marching to the tank, River shoots only once to this tank, and then Zealot will finish it off. And you just lost a tank for no reason. If your tank is unsieged, then you can hit the Zealot and you can micro the Scarab, move away from it, take only 50 damage, and then you can defeat Zealot after that as well. So this turret is serving you a purpose of delaying his shuttle coming to your mineral line. But generally, sieging like that is just... Those tanks are lost versus any competent river user, so yeah, don't do that. It's pretty much the same even with DTs, because DTs can also just be dropped on top of this tank, and then what? You cannot do anything, it will be just lost. Okay, where is our port? Because you said you are playing up Terran this game. Okay, port is here, that's okay. Yeah, so look, all those mines should be here, basically showing us where the Protoss is with his army. That would be very helpful. Our sci-fi is late, I guess. Okay, we see a lot of gateways. So we probably should be very careful about this. I mean, we don't know now where his army is. He sees us with the observer. We are standing on the mines. This is so abusable. Like, imagine his army is here with the shuttle. You are standing on your own mines. You lose the game right here, right away. Yeah, there'll be like instantly drop down like turret here. Even turret here should there should be one turret here as well. So we'll start our armor as well, I guess, in a moment. We'll have pretty strong upgrade timing. Yeah, the Protoss is very low on supply somehow. I don't know what really happened. I guess, okay, because, like, judging by the APM, probably this player is just not, like, the best player. I assume this is his own mistakes that keep him that low on his macro right now. How many factories do we have? So, Polypoid is this weird map where your mineral only is kind of, well, it's not even like free, but it's quite easy to get, but it doesn't have gas, right? So it's most of the times it's good to play with another base in mind already, so you can start CC quite earlier than usual, because this base is on the other hand very easy to defend, very easy. If you have this position already, then Protoss cannot attack this base at all usually, because you will just put 3 supplies in the wall, send like few tanks, few vultures, and you can stop entire army from reaching there. So another point I'm missing in this game is lack of vulture activity. We have some vultures here, and that's okay. That's very good that we are controlling this corner, but what about this area of the map? We don't know anything about it. And that's very important, because just by going here, you already check whether his army is here. Now you did some vulture action, that's very good. But we need to do more. Yeah, you can, because this is not only about this moment where you would like to get your vision. So what I mean is that in the future, you will take probably 9 o'clock as well. So there is no reason not to put mines already, like in this area, even without knowing that those bases are here already, right? You can just put some mines here, like here as well, like basically every path can be mined by you. Even if he instantly reacts and clear those mines, it's still good to do, because it gives him something to do. You have to think in those categories as well, like Protoss will have to do something. You are making him do something that he doesn't necessarily want to do. So yeah, use your vulture more. That's very important. Okay, that's pretty good. What I would do is to like send few vultures to attack those cannons maybe, but few vultures should be already going here, putting mines, and then going back. Because that's very annoying for Protoss. Sometimes they just don't have observer or something, you never know. There is no reason to try to use this opportunity. But those are all tactical plays for now, so it isn't that important game breaking, but it's just nice to do. Our upgrades are spinning, so that's very good. We have our 4th base, so I would feel like I'm already almost winning, to be fair, but because those bases are not operational. He doesn't have gateways in the corner while you are already 200. So usually this means very big Terran advantage, because all you have to do now is to kill his army and contain him in his nut. That's it. To win this game. So your objective right now should be to find and kill his army. Okay. We are attacking in very big line. I don't like that. Without really knowing where his army is. So this one vulture showed us a couple of his units, but where is his army? Where is his whole army? And you are attacking in this whole big line. Okay. Now that's fine, because we, thanks to this big line, actually, now when we are going to right, that's good, because we have this big wide stream of units towards the center. Okay, but I see you are keep trying to go here. Okay, I think that's the major problem in this game. So instead of going for this base, because this base doesn't matter that much yet. It's not very important at this moment. The most important thing is here. You want to kill those. You chase those units. Never mind, like, and on top of that, never mind on your path to where would you want to attack. I mean, in this case, obviously, you didn't want to go for his army, so those mines have sense, because then you go bottom left and he has to go through them to get to your army. But generally, your objective should be to fight his army. That's the most important thing. Okay. They should crash this. There is no AoE in his army at all. There is DT. Okay, we got him. Okay, this is very big win for us. Like, he lost a lot of goons. Unsiege. Make your macro cycle. Regroup a little bit. You don't even have to bind. Do we have your binds? No. You don't have to bind the army like super properly now. Just bind it however and move and try to finish his army. Gain terrain. And during pushing. Okay, and another point, when you will be pushing, basically you always want to go for his army. So wherever you would push, let's say his army is here and you are going for his army, then your next expansion would be here. If his army would be like there and you want to kill his army like that, then you take this, obviously. I know your plan was to kill this base because it's very visible that you were focused on this base. Then you wanted to take this base, and this is correct if we assume that we are gonna attack bottom left. But like I said, we need to go for his army. And again, we cannot play like that in late game TVP, where you are making your decision without knowing where is his army. That's impossible to play like that, because now he can even counter you, and then what? You are gonna go back? So you see, like, this is already one problem. You always want to chase the army. Again, I guess I will keep repeating myself a lot. Like, this is fine, only assuming that he will ever attack into that. But I don't think he will. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, and anyway, even if you are standing here, like, put a little, like, few tanks here to already shoot down the cannons. Yeah, the Protoss should be on the other hand countering. Okay, he's attacking into that. I don't know why. He shouldn't do that. This is kind of meaningless to do that. What he should do is to start making, like, spamming cannons, already have some Templars here and just counter you. And he would have to go back in this case with most of your army. Yeah, that's actually a very good play from him, where he just stopped your progress up to the high ground. Yeah, always try to build some turrets, and if possible send some units here, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 units. Can be like 2 tanks, 2 Goliaths maybe, or even 2 Goliaths alone. Send something here, just to be able to defend the shuttle. I think that was the first scan to check his army in this game. Your banks are huge, by the way. Yeah, so this is typical on Polypoida. Those, by the way, either save your CVs manually or just lift off the CC, because this is the biggest problem with this recall, because you will clean this up, but you will lose every SCV. So those SCVs are what you're fighting therefore. It would be okay if you had like mines in your SCV line and then you lose all your SCVs, but he's recalling in minefield and losing everything. Then it's kind of okay in late game because army tempo is very important. But yeah, just do something about those SCVs. Don't leave them like that. Yeah, so we are not doing anything basically. So look how in this game you didn't really. This is 22nd minute, but if you think about it, you didn't do anything in this game except killing this base, and it was also very slow. So I mean, you did something with your vultures at the beginning, but nothing with your actual army. Because remember, you went down with this huge ball, right? Then you went a little bit to the right, planted some mines, went here, and after all, went here after that, sieged here, stood there for quite some time before you actually started attacking the cannons, traded a little bit with him, then you attacked there, lost a lot of tanks from recall, and now this is your, like, you were standing here and this is your next engagement. It's 22nd minute and we didn't do anything. Almost anything. Like, we killed one expansion so far. But it was also very slow at the same time. Yeah, and we're still not doing anything. Like, we're just standing here without any regrouping. We have separated tanks. He can again recall or shuttle down those tanks. We need to be more, like, decisive. Do something. Take any action. Oh, that storm is painful. Yeah, units like that, this can be useful if this stood in like a little bit more meaningful position, like for example maybe here would be fine, and take this base, do something. But generally, if you just leave units like that and he realizes those are free units, the arbiter will come, either recall those or stasis if you kill the rest before the stasis is gone, then kill the rest after they unstasis. And this is not good to leave tanks like that. It's 6 tanks. Okay, so I guess we will get this base. He will recall some. Oh, this siege was very unfortunate. I don't know if you should siege like that. Probably not. You just fight already. Those tanks will die before shooting once. Or maybe they will shoot once at most. Okay, yeah. Okay, so look how we never... We will get out of... We are Terran on 5 bases. This is not bad, but we are not mining from this base. In the late game, because of you have your upgrades and infrastructure already, all you have to do is to have 2 bases to be able to support your factories, and you never spend money on anything else, so that's sufficient, but you are just simply not mining from this base. So this is something that, yeah, it's not like even tactical or strategical mistake, it's just simply you need to put SCVs there. If you don't have SCVs to put there, then just make them. This is completely not worth it to kill this Nexus for those vultures. You are very low on supply, very low on money, you need this army. Yeah, and now you'll kind of get run over. Yeah, so because of his big bank, he will be able to just constantly trade with you now. So this became a matter of resource starvation in this game. But okay, look, you are sending your SCVs here, but you are not mining 12 o'clock still. So that's completely wrong approach, right? Those SCVs should be just simply sent here. Even this army is wasted because it's protecting nothing, because you are not mining here. Nice EMP. Then believe me or not, but if you were mining this for the entire time, it will be still completely winnable. like even from this position, because really 3-3 mech is very powerful. It trades very efficiently. So it's doable, it's just we don't have money to produce units. This is okay. Yeah. He likes to recall those army units, which is good. I mean, every recall he did in tanks in this game was pretty good, so that were correct decisions. Okay, let's just fast forward. I don't think anything interesting will happen in this game. Nothing of this really matters anymore. So look, let's think about what was most important in this game. So the first thing, when you are maxed out, you have your upgrades, your base are running, try and chase his army down, kill his army, and then make your decisions after that. Usually this is the way to go. Because without killing his army, you will be in this constant threat of him countering you. Even if he doesn't do that, better player will, and you will eventually lose because of that. So every time when you are ready to attack, scan for his army, find it, and try to kill his army. This is exactly what you should do. Second point. When you are getting recalled, try to save your SCVs. That's very important. The SCVs are more important than your CC here, because CC you rebuild very easily. When you lose all your SCVs, it's very hard to rebuild them. So always try to save SCVs first if possible. Then of course you have to resaturate this base if you lost those SCVs. I think this was the biggest reason you lost this game, because you just didn't mine. Look at how many minerals are here. You just never mined there. And point number 3, use your vultures a little bit in your mid game. I mean, you use them, but what I mean by using them is that try to mine up those random paths, seemingly random paths. Like, you know, something like here or here during the game. Here, basically every like narrow corridor you should try to mine somehow. It will be very helpful in the late game. It will very often let you know where his army is, or spot some counter attack for you or something like that. At mid game is a very good moment to do that, because you are not attacking yet. You are in this phase where you are only producing units, STVs and supplies, so you have a lot of time to do that. And your APM is not low or anything. You have completely healthy APM of around 200, so I don't think you should have problems with that. It just requires a little bit more focus and like thinking about it. Okay, so those 3 points were the most important. I think that's it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.